Hello friends, in today's video, we are going to study one of the most significant chapters from English grammar, and it is tenses. Now we all know that there are basically three tenses in English. Now these are the present tense, number two, the past tense, and the future tense. Now these three tenses are divided into four types each, and that's why we get that there are total 12 tenses in English. So we can say there are total 12 tenses in English. Let's now try to make a list of these tenses. Now the first one, we will go for four types of present tense. The simple present tense. Second one is the present continuous or progressive tense. Number three, the present perfect tense. And then we have the present perfect continuous tense. Similarly, we have four types of the past tense. We will start with the simple past tense. Next one, the past continuous or progressive tense. Next one, the past perfect tense, and the past perfect continuous tense. Now same four types with future tense. So we have the simple future tense, tenth one, the future continuous or progressive tense, the future perfect tense, and last one, the future perfect continuous tense. Now, in our study of tenses, it is very important for us to understand the verb structure. Now, why am I focusing on verb structure? Just to understand this, I will like to write down a few examples here. Now, for example, see, I go to market in the evening. Now, this example is in simple present tense. Now, suppose I convert this example into past continuous tense. Then, I was going to the market in the evening. Now, suppose the same example I convert into simple future. Then, I will go to the market in the evening. Now, if we look at these sentences, we find that other units remain the same. They do not undergo any change as per the change in the sentence. Look here. Now, I am just marking the things. So I remains the same, though the sentence has undergone change. And to market in the evening, to the market in the evening, to the market in the evening. So all these things remain the same, except the verb, which has undergone changes. For example, in present tense, simple present tense, it is go. In past continuous tense, was going. In simple future tense, will go. From these examples, it must be clear to you that when a sentence changes from one tense to another tense, it is only the verb that undergoes change. And that's why in our study of the tenses, we are going to focus only on the verb structures. Now, here I have made one table so that we can understand these things very easily. Now, here I will write down the past tense, then the present tense, and the future tense. Now, first of all, let's try to understand the simple tenses. Simple past tense. Now, what is the structure of the verb in simple past tense? For example, we will take it as V2. So, V2 form of the verb is used in simple past tense, whereas in simple present tense, the verb structure is V or VS. And in simple future tense, the verb structure is shall or will plus verb. Let's now take one example only and we will run that same example in all different tenses. For example, I write a novel. Now, if we take this example, here we have to understand that we have to make use of past tense form of the verb. And that's why I will write here, I wrote a novel. Now, the same sentence in present tense, it will have we with first person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, and third person plural. So we can say, I write a novel. Whereas VS structure is used with third person singular, that is with he, she, it. And that's why we can say he writes a novel. So here we have seen the verb structure is V or VS. In simple past tense, we have V2 form of the verb. In simple future tense, the same sentence we can write like, I will write a novel, or he will write a novel. In this way, we find that will plus verb. These are used in simple future tense. And that's why the verb structures are for simple past tense, V2, the simple present tense, V or VS, and simple future tense, shall or will plus V. Let's now move on to the continuous or progressive tense. Past progressive tense. In that, the verb structure is form of to be. That is, was or were plus VING. In present tense forms of to be like am, is, are plus VING. And in future tense, we have shall or will plus be plus VING. For example, I was writing a novel. The same sentence in present continuous tense will be I am writing a novel, or we can say he is writing a novel. Simple future tense. I shall or will. We can use either of them. I shall be writing a novel, or he will be writing a novel. Let's now see the perfect tenses. Now, in past perfect tense, the verb structure is has or have. That is forms of to have for present tense plus V3. V3 is the past participle form of the verb. Now, the same sentence in present perfect, in past perfect, this one is actually past perfect, and so we will have had plus V3. In past perfect, present perfect tense, we will have the structure has or have plus V3. Whereas future perfect tense, the structure will be shall or will plus have plus V3. So the example would be I had written a novel, or we can say he had written a novel. Now the same sentence in present perfect tense will be I have written a novel, or he has written a novel. Future perfect tense. I shall have written a novel, or he will have written a novel. Now next we will see perfect continuous tenses. Now in past perfect continuous tense, the structure is had plus been plus VING. In present perfect continuous tense, the verb structure would be has or have plus been plus VING. Whereas in future perfect continuous tense, the structure will be shall or will plus have plus been plus VING. And now we have the same sentence in past perfect continuous form, and it is I had been writing a novel, or he had been writing a novel. Now same sentence in present perfect continuous tense will be I have been writing a novel, or he has been writing a novel. Future perfect continuous tense. I will have been writing a novel, or he will have been writing a novel. So dear friends, in this way actually I have made a chart here which I hope will make it easy for you to understand different types of tenses. Dear friends, My teaching experience till date has given me the experience, or I have learned that mostly students find it very difficult to understand the tenses. But this is very simple. Now, if you focus on the verb structure, you will find that tenses are very, very easy. Now, if we look at the verb structure in simple sentences, for example, in simple past tense, it is V2. In simple present tense, it is V or VS. Or in simple future tense, it is shall or will plus V. This is what you are supposed to remember. Rest of the things would be very easy for you. Now in continuous tenses also, you will find that all these tenses, present, past, future, they follow the same structure except a few differences. Now here also you will find that VING is common in all of them. It is only the form of to be. In past tense, was, were, present tense, am, is, are, future tense, shall be or will be. This is the only change. Now, if we come to the perfect tenses, again we find that V3 format is common. All of them have V3 form of the verb, whereas they have the different forms of to have. In past tenses, had plus V3. Present perfect tense, has or have plus V3. In future perfect tense, shall or will plus have plus V3. So V3 is common here. And when it comes to perfect continuous tenses, we find that been plus VING is common in all the tenses. It is only the form of to have that undergoes change, and that's why in present perfect in past perfect continuous tense we have had, been plus VING. Present perfect continuous has, have plus been plus VING. Future perfect continuous tense shall have or will have plus been plus VING. So if you will focus just on the verb structures, study of tenses will be very, very easy for you. Dear friends, I hope you find this video useful. Thank you.